Welcome back to React University. I'm Corey.
And I'm Dana.
Today we're back with another episode of Freak. I always want to say Game of Thrones.
What?
House of the Dragon.
Yes. So we are reacting to Season 1, Episode 3, Second of His Name.
Don't forget, you can be able to watch the full reaction of this episode right now on Patreon. Go, become a member, appreciate it. Really helps the channel and helps us to be able to do more content just like this.
Yes. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel right here on YouTube and hit that notification bell so you always know whenever we're dropping something new.
And with that, let's get into it. Class is in session. Let's do this.
The music just makes me so happy.
You know, me.
Oh, that almost looked like a tree. Did you see that?
No, I didn't pay no attention. You know, most intros I'll skip. I really don't think I will ever skip the intro to this.
Yeah.
Because just like they did on Game of Thrones, and I don't know how they're going to do on this one.
Sometimes they reveal more of the map.
They will let you know where you're going, what's about to be talked about, kind of reveal certain things.
Yeah.
That you probably wouldn't paid attention to before. Like it's also telling a story. Seahorse. That's
Sir Corley.
Yeah.
Sir Corley Valerian.
I think is it Corley or Corliss?
You're right. Corliss.
Snake will have your boxy fucking head! No, please! Ah!
Dang.
There you
Ah.
go. I thought you might be burning your own people too. Oh, this is
Damon.
yeah, he's showing up to save the day.
To the Triad Islands?
Try.
Yeah, my friend,
Look.
save me!
Yo, that's sad.
I mean, what did he expect, man? He's a freaking dragon. He can't hand select where the fire's gonna blow. Everybody gonna get blown.
But he got stomped.
Yeah.
He got stomped.
Where are you?
Jiraxis
Dreyar.
has a long neck.
He's a long torso, long neck. He's just a long dragon.
He does have my hair.
Just like a slinky,
Yes, he does.
snakish looking dragon. Oh, look at this.
And she's pregnant again. You saw that?
Sarah's to name him heir to the throne. I wouldn't be such.
Whose name is Aegon?
Your Grace, I bring urgent news from the Stepstones. The Crab Feeder has dug in for siege on Bloodstone while his men sabotage our fleet under the cover of dark.
Not today, Tyler.
The matter of the Stepstones is regrettably urgent.
It's been 3 years. It can wait another 3 days.
This dude. Lannister.
Daemon has driven the men hard. They have begun to question his command.
She is big with child. She could care less.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, sure can. That chick is
Big
full
pregnant.
grown pregnant, right?
I mean, I don't want to talk about a pregnant person because, you be tired.
You may go, Samuel. You are to stay by order of the princess.
The Queen commands you to leave the Godswood at once.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
None of it needs be this way in truth, Rhaenyra.
Again, what you expect.
I don't think she really,
Yeah.
How would you like to participate?
I'm not sure why I must.
Because
how
you are
would
my
she
daughter,
like to participate.
the princess. And you have duties.
As I am ceaselessly reminded.
I'm sorry?
As I am ceaselessly reminded. No one's here for me.
She's like, they're here for my baby brother.
Right. Riding in style, I guess. Nice. Must be nice. Must be nice.
She's what, 17?
Yeah, 17 right now.
Maybe older, because it would have been 9 months pregnant.
Right,
and he's
right,
two.
so
She's
probably like 18.
He's made a mess, and the king must put an end to it. Send fleets and men and clear out the Triarchy for good.
Triarchy.
But the crown is not at war.
The crown is at war, princess. Though your father refuses to admit it, we
Which
were
is
dragged
so
into
stupid.
it by your uncle and the sea snake.
And how have you served the man with late Lady Red Wine? We're eating cake.
Oh,
Dang. The disrespect. The shade.
yeah, I wouldn't know if I say disrespect, but it's definitely some shade.
I mean, like, this is why I'm frustrated with the king. This is Valeris?
I think he's a Varys.
Varys.
Viserys.
So Varys-
Oh my
Viserys-
gosh, we gotta get better at this.
Jeez. So Viserys,
Lord
he
Jason
is not doing anything.
Jason
Lannister.
Lannister.
Battle with the lion.
Yep. See with the lions. See the sigil.
Mhm.
Yep. Anyway, the king ain't doing nothing. He just sent there just bow festivals and talk about his sons.
The rock is thrice the height of the high tower in Old Town, taller still than the wall in the north.
Oh my gosh, such a braggart.
I don't have a dragon pit, of course, but I do have a mean.
It's about dude. You see him?
Dude.
This dude is ridiculous.
A prize to proffer about to the great houses.
That's why he mentioned grandchildren on the way.
Mhm.
Jason Lannister is an excellent match.
He's arrogant and so serious.
Yes.
Well, I thought you might have that in common.
Dang, son. Where'd you find this? Lower your
You
voice.
refuse me at every turn.
That is because I do not wish to get married.
Even I do not exist above tradition and duty, Rhaenyra.
Excuse me, Your Grace.
He raised his voice first.
Mhm. Pay attention where you at, my guy. Wonder how many other cuts he got. So he's not worthy of the throne.
But I don't know if she
Big
might,
enough chaser.
I mean, she might do it despite him. Because he's not necessarily highborn.
Bro, he ain't gonna stop the princess. At least
What?
keep up with her. Like, Princess, wait! You think she's gonna be like, oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I guess I'll wait for you.
Absolutely not. Wasn't
Again.
Robert Baratheon killed on a hunt?
Yeah. Again, these symbolisms,
I know. I'm
George R. R.
feeling
Martin
like
like
this
to
is
put
just
in this.
so...
and it'll make no sense right now. Like right now, we can't piece it together. We have no idea what's going to happen, nor we're going to know how it's going to turn out. But I guarantee you, watch it again after seeing whatever is going to take place in the future. You'll be like, oh, I see what they were doing here.
I hope it might provide the killing stroke against your white heart. King of the King's Wood. What I offer you, the crown and your daughter, is strength.
Do you think that House Targaryen wants for strength?
Dang, son.
Rhaenyra may take her place there by my side without shame, and feel herself well compensated for her loss in station.
What loss of station?
If you were to name young Aegon heir, Your Grace.
And when would I be doing that? Have your bannermen questioned my choice of heir?
See,
Of
y'all
course
talking
not,
about
Your
me.
Grace.
It is your sworn duty to report rebellion stirring in my kingdom.
Rebellion? There has been nothing of the sort.
Yeah, we're just talking, man. Calm down.
Kingdom would do well to remember that.
So you know how sometimes they say like the mental health starts to suffer with the Targaryens?
Mm-hmm.
Because I wouldn't say he was a soft, but he was not a strong king, a
Mhm.
strong personality type. But this whole episode, he seems a little like on edge.
Yeah, he doesn't have the temperament.
There is another choice beyond Casterly Rock.
What you got going on here?
Perhaps you might be more comfortable with one closer to home.
What is
Who
this?
do you have in mind?
Really? Really?
Prince Aegon.
I didn't see that coming.
I just turned 2 on. The girl is a heedless contrarian. If I instead forbade her to wed a Lannister, she would have run off with Lord Jason out of spite. A truly great Targaryen king I am.
Oh.
You flatter me, Your Grace, but no.
Mm-hmm.
It would seem to me the best match for Rhaenyra is the son of the Sea Snake, Seleno. Some years ago, I counseled you to take his sister to wife. My reasoning remains the same.
And watch, he ain't gonna listen. Anything he tell him to tell. Like, I feel like he provides actual common sense.
I feel like he provides sound advice in a gracious manner.
Right.
He seems genuine
Mm-hmm.
and humble. Like, he's not self-important.
Right. And then the audience hears that and like, you know, that's actually is a good advice. And
I
then
think
he
it
do
is
the
good
opposite.
advice.
And then you're like, oh, this
But
dude
that's
is
because
stupid.
it doesn't seem to me like this guy's concerned about politicking.
Yeah, that's deep.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So they did a 1-2 punch. 6, 7, 8 punch.
I don't know why in that moment I had a
So-
feeling. This is the symbolism.
Protect the realm from Daemon. She was my only child.
Just said, look, he second guessed himself. He's questioning his decision because now he has a son, changing his ideas on the whim. It's like this dude's so much in his head.
Dragon is the path of prophecy.
The hour is too late, husband.
When Rhaenyra was a child, I saw it in a dream. As vivid as these flames, I saw it.
What you see?
A male babe, born to me, wearing the conqueror's crown. I never imagined I would remarry. That I would have a son. What if I was wrong?
See, there it is.
Your Grace. For the kill.
Man, get that out of here, bro. That shit.
And that's all he's gonna brag about. It was mine.
It's my stuff.
Yeah!
Cheaters. Out of breath, bruh. You just showed up. Everybody else did all the work.
It's like it's acknowledging her. Wow.
She said, I'm on my own hunt.
Come, sweet prince. Let's give her grace some peace.
He's
enough.
probably still manipulating her.
How fared my grandson?
The ladies Lannister and Redwine were quite taken with him.
He's the firstborn
doesn't look
son of
well.
the king. To deny that he is heir to the throne is to assail the laws of gods and men.
I do not think she enjoyed Jason Lannister's company. She is cross.
I warned you that she would be.
Rhaenyra has come of age. She must needs marry a High Lord who will honor her, defend her, and serve her as king consort.
He doesn't have any backbone for himself.
Is it better for the realm if the crab feeder thrives or is vanquished?
Very common sense. Is it good for the realm that your brother lose a war, slandering the name, or you step in and help?
Damon is thorn enough in my flesh. Will you insist on taking after him? Must everything be a battle?
If you refer to your attempt to marry me off to Casterly Rock.
I am sorry, Rhaenyra. I myself was promised to your mother when I was
10 and 7 years of age. The Vale had an army to rival the North. I've heard that story since I've had ears to.
I loved her. She made a man of me.
I wonder if she's
Rhaenyra.
ever hugged her dad.
Probably not.
I did waver. At one time. But I swear to you now, on your mother's memory, you will not be supplanted.
The only thing I'm thinking of now is if he dies, that the council, there will be reasons to contest the claim.
That's right. You got
and
it.
then that's what I think is going to happen.
And the houses will no doubtably side with the boy.
Soldiers hold the ground. We scrape them on Dragonback again and again.
So
but
that
they
must
just
be the
retreat
brother.
within the caves.
Vaemond?
Dragons can circle Bloodstone until they fall out of the sky.
That's Vaemond, and that must
The
be the
Crab Feeder
son.
and his men have no reason to leave those caves.
We must give them one.
Show me the knight who will march into that Hellpit nephew, and I will show you a madman.
Damon.
Damon is why we are losing.
He at least is fighting this war. What role have you played in this council, Uncle?
Yeah, why is he
Uncle
losing?
the master of complaints.
Enough.
Master of complaints. Look, he's showing up with the dragons, so shut up.
God or no, Vaemond. I will not have you stoke mutiny.
Yeah.
Prince Daemon, I bring word from His Grace Viserys Targaryen, first of his name, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
I wonder what that look was.
Look at his. Oh gosh. What is wrong with him?
Wonder what he's thinking. Is he like pissed off that his brother's gonna help, or pissed off that his brother's gonna take? What?
Does he not want pity? Did he only want to do that as like a Hail Mary or something?
Basically, before your people show up to help save the day, let me
I'm gonna win it myself.
win it myself. Yeah.
Oh!
Yummy, yummy. Ooh, got you in the leg.
Is he blind in one eye? Golly, what happened to him?
And look, he ain't saying nothing. He just look up and do this. I mean, I gotta walk up slowly. I mean, I just jump on.
Who's that?
And then he showed up. Rest of the army. There you go. Finally going into battle. Frosted Flakes.
Dang. Yo.
Pay
No.
attention. Pay attention. Finally. They got him? Yeah. He's dragging off half his torso.
Yeah, like just half of him, right?
Mm-hmm. Thank
Ew.
goodness.
Dang. Dang.
Yummy. Yo, he went in that cave. He came out looking like he got what the old boy got.
I can't tell if he got scalped or not.
Bro. Man.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Nice. Must
Good.
be nice.
It's
Must be
good stuff.
nice to have a dragon on your side. Listen, that's a good episode.
Mhm.
Another good episode. A lot of, again, politics as Game of Thrones is known for.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to like keep up with everything.
All the names,
I
the
feel like-
houses,
I feel like,
the sigils.
okay, so Game of Thrones, the world is always like
Dense.
just, yeah, dense, right? And so the first time it's good because you're like, whoa, what's happening? And the second time you
I
watch
miss
it,
that. I miss having that feeling.
I know, me too.
Not knowing
Every
what's going to
time the
happen.
theme song comes on, I'm like,
Not knowing what's going to happen. I miss that.
yeah.
Ah.
But sometimes it's like you watch it a second or third time and you're like, that's so profound. Like, I missed that the first time. Like,
Right.
just that one little key piece of information is now the difference between like it just being epic to being like it's epic and deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, all the foreshadowing.
Yeah.
The foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
Again, I don't know to what the white heart is going to symbolize as far as in the
Yeah.
future, but obviously it's symbolizing something that's going to come full circle. You know that will.
I love
Um,
that it basically comes to her and was like, what's up? Like, well, I mean, it didn't really give her the head nod, but I feel like it's standing there was like acknowledging her.
Right. Like,
And
yeah.
then, you know, she told him not to kill it. And I like that too, because I feel like we can already tell Rhaenyra is strong and I wouldn't say compassionate, but I feel like maybe compassionate. Like
she's
I feel
strong
like
and smart.
she's strong, yeah. But it also seems like she has a sense of justice, which I like.
Sense of justice. I don't want to say that.
You wouldn't say that?
No, because I
No?
don't know what.
Type of decisions she'll make.
Yeah, I don't know like what decisions have she made already to prove
That's fair.
her being
That's
justice.
fair. Okay.
But at
I'll
least
take it back.
strong
I'll scale it
and
back.
smart for sure.
Yeah.
Like, she is
Not a pushover.
She's not a pushover. She knows what she wants. She seems to do very well in the politicking. While the dead, again, all you see is the dead. Since we've seen it, we're 3 episodes in so far. All you see of the dead is always questioning himself, questioning how other people receive his and what he does. He does all he is literally all he's doing is in his head. He's like, if I do this, people will think this way of me. So in my pridefulness, I'm gonna stick to my first decision so that no one questions my decision that I just made, even though now I'm questioning that decision.
Do you think it's pridefulness?
It's-
To me, I think it's like you have some of those. I guess to me, I'm thinking like it's kind of like a fine line, right? Because there are some kings that are like, I'm the king. F what you think about me. F what you say. Like, I'm the king. I said it. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? Versus, like, I don't know. I feel like it's the really good rulers that have a very strong sense of self, right? So that they don't flip over to being a tyrant, and they're also not too wishy-washy, right?
Mhm.
And I feel like he's a little more to the wishy-washy side. I personally didn't get the sense that it was just pride that would stop him. I think he literally kind of lacks backbone, or kind of lacks self-assurance. I don't
Clarity.
think he trusts himself.
Mhm.
You know, like, and there's some people that are like, I'm right because I'm me, and you're like, okay, have several seats, get some counsel. This guy has plenty of counsel, but I think even with the counsel, he doubts himself. Like, I feel like the really good rulers are the ones that do have wise counselors around them, but that also have this like level of assurance
I just feel like for
in trusting
him,
their gut.
yeah, I agree. I feel like for him, like, his decisions are for the moment. I don't think he's playing chess. He's
Yeah.
not playing chess. He's playing checkers. and everyone around him is playing chess.
Chess, yeah.
And they're telling him, bringing him, you know, like the one guy is constantly telling him,
Good advice.
Hey, do you mind if I tell you my opinion?
And I like his approach.
And then share a real good perspective. And
I want to know his name.
Well, yeah, I'm quite sure they said it. But he's telling them like, hey, this will be the best strategic move, period, in the story. Mm-hmm. And he goes with I'm gonna follow my heart or how I feel at the moment, you know? And it doesn't make sense. I mean, it makes sense for this guy's character. He has no clarity on his decisions. It's like he's not making the decision and then like telling people why he thinks this is the best decision. He just like, I want to do this.
I do think you're right in a sense that like, I think he might be short-sighted in his vision, right? Because I think there's like you said, doing what you want versus trusting your gut. Like those are two different things to me, right? So I feel like he is more, I don't want to fully say doing what he wants, because if you ask him, he almost had not like a victim mentality, but kind of like, I can't even do what I want because people need this from me, right? I feel like, to your point,
he still does what he wants. He married who he wanted to.
But I don't think he thinks he married who he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's like, I'm going with my gut as in not marrying Lyanna. But to your point, his vision only extends 6 months to 2 years down the line. Like he can't see, although he like talks about being a dreamer and how his ancestors were dreamers, I feel like his vision doesn't extend as far. So I feel like for him, he's like, I'm trusting my gut and not gonna marry the baby girl. And he went with the next option that he saw.
Mm-hmm.
But just because you can only see like 2 miles out doesn't mean that there's more like a couple 100 miles out, you know?
Are literally just a drop off. And he just falls to the floor. The king obviously.
Like I don't think he's awful. I
was literally gonna say I like the way he's being written. Like there's not one. He doesn't seem like he's not being. I don't feel like his writing is like a trope. You know how like they'll write like you're supposed to be like not like this guy, or he's supposed to be like stupid, doofus, or goofy, or unwise, or
he has a
little bit of a. He's a complex.
Arc.
He's a complex character, and that makes stupid decisions.
I don't even know if I would say stupid, but I feel like there's some level of grace that you have when you're like an average Joe and your decisions only impact a small like circle or a small sphere of people. But when you're a king, everything you do, it has ripple effects. It echoes so much wider. But to your point, I agree. I don't feel like he was like hastily written. Like I feel like there are people genuinely have a conversation with him and are like, wow, you are very locked into your perspective. And I do see how for you don't see another option. Like the grief of losing a wife. And he said that he had a part to play in losing her. Mm-hmm. And he even said he felt like it was his dream that drove him to make the decision. Like that's very complex. Like that's very, there are people out there make a decision and you're like, I'm dealing with the fallout of the choice that I made and I thought it was the best choice. Mm-hmm. And you know, so I don't, to Daemon's point in last season, I don't think he's well suited to be a ruler on this stage.
Last episode,
yeah.
So obviously Daemon came in, and I wonder, did they plan that? Like they had to plan that, right? They must have planned that to the way it was like, hey, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna, wave the
You're talking
flag.
about Daemon and them?
Daemon, right? Because
I don't know. I don't think so.
Like,
he literally went from like slapping,
right,
and then ran away.
There's a conversation. Obviously, I'm quite sure next episode they're gonna be like, so the plan worked, right? They're probably gonna say something like that. Conversation we didn't get to hear, we wasn't a part of. But their biggest hurdle was getting these people to come out of the caves. They'll shoot their arrows, and while there was no one around, they'll bomb or take the ships and hammer these people to these little sticks and wooden planks and get eaten up by crabs.
Yeah.
So it became like a kind of war that they were playing at their game, and there was no way to get them out. So
the style of, I won't say combat, but the style of I guess the war tactic that the crab people were employing.
Triarchy or something like that.
The crab feeders. That's what they're calling them.
The crab feeders, that's a good name.
But yeah, I think it was like ambush hide. It was very. So I feel like it is kind of hard to strategize from war tactics.
And I was gonna say, obviously, Daemon took offense to his brother's kind of, basically said, all right, I'll come and save the day for you. I don't want you to lose. And I think he, was upset about it. I think he's
but
maybe.
It's so funny because the king's words were not like.
It wasn't
It was like, I'm extending an olive branch.
Right.
I don't want you to die. I love you. We've been.
But I guarantee he took it. I guarantee Daemon. He was like, I appreciate my brother. Actually, he probably was moved with emotion.
You saw him kind of smile.
It's like I'm emotional that my brother actually cared for me. That he would send 2,000 men to help me in my cause. But I don't need you, and I don't want you to show up to save the day for me. And that kind of motivated him to
I feel like
go
he's
crazy.
Emotionally stunted because even like this on top of what happened last time where he's like lying about I have a pregnant fiance and here's an egg, and they're like, why didn't the king come see me? And this one he's like, oh, my brother loves me.
Right.
F his pity. It's just like run out there and I'm just gonna figure it out.
Right. Yeah, it was a good episode. I'm gonna give this episode. I had to do some. No.
You're gonna add decimal places, aren't you?
No decimal.
Come
no,
on.
Absolutely not.
Come on. You know you
what
want
I
to.
What I will do though
is
after re-examining some things, really just trying to make sure I'm not getting too excited for this world being back in.
You know you want to use some decimal places.
I'm gonna give this episode an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. I think it was really good. A lot of pieces again being moved. There's so much stuff that they're setting the foundation for, and we have no idea where they're gonna go. But I love that everything is in motion, and I'm really interested to see what's going to take place with, Rhaenyra. What's her name is? Rhaenyra. Who she end up going to marry, and what if she marries? What's she going to end up doing? I'm just curious. Yeah, 8 for me.
I think I'm gonna give it. You ready? I don't know.
Are you ready?
Obviously not. Okay, I'm gonna give it an 8 point. I'm just 8.325. Did you know what I was supposed to do?
What else was gonna do? Couldn't be any worse than that. 8 point. You said 8.325.
325.
Okay. All right. 8.325. 8 for me. What will be your grade? What would you give it? Comment below. Let us know. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell notification so you can always get the latest on all the videos that we post.
Yeah, and also don't forget to become a member of our Patreon so you can see the full reaction to this episode as well as many others like it. And
yeah, and until next time, bye.
Bye.